disappointing result with as well as we played at times defensively and as well as we started on offensively. Just there's 4 third downs in the second quarter defensively that we gave up a big play, and then 2 in the red area, and then offensively, I mean, our inability to score touchdowns in the red zone or have any type of conversions in the third quarter. Defense gave us every chance in the world and just didn't get it done. So with that, I'll open up for questions.
Coach, what do you feel like it was that was hampering the offense for so long there?
Yeah, I mean, we just had zero rhythm. We had zero rhythm, zero creativity. We were run, pass, or it just didn't work in the second half.
Eli, on those 2 fourth downs in the second quarter, just what into the decision to kick on both of those?
Yeah, we had the 4th down call that in the first one we had the 4th down call that we just ran at the end of the game. And when they called the timeout, we felt like that we had shown too much of that play. And so opted, at that point, it's the best to just take the points. Obviously, operation time was way too slow. That's why we went to Oliver after that. And then at the end of half, we had planned on going, 2 plays right there, but we thought we were going to at least get half on the 3rd down call. We actually lost a yard, so it looked like more like 4th and goal from the 4. And I felt like if we could keep it at a field goal makes it a 1 possession game. I felt like didn't want to not have any momentum going into half.
What would you say caused the lack of rhythm, the lack of creativity, as you said, on offense?
Yeah, we have to go back and watch it. I mean, they're a good defense, but I thought the first couple of drives, man, we were really moving and humming and doing some good things. It just, I don't know, we just. I mean, ultimately, when you're 3 of 15 on 3rd downs, you're not going to have any type of rhythm. You got to be able to convert.
Things were going well, and then they hit that home run play, and that seemed to turn the whole game around. What happened on that play, and how did that affect maybe the momentum of Missouri?
Yeah, I mean, absolutely affected the momentum. It was 3rd and 10. They ran a little option route. We were in man. Looked like the guy we were supposed to cover him got dropped, and then we had 2 hole players in there, and they were eyes on the quarterback instead of eyeing knowing where to go. So,
How would you assess Bo coming back for the first time in a month, coming off the injury? How would you assess his performance?
Yeah, I mean, ultimately it wasn't good enough by anybody, but I was really proud of the courage that he showed. I thought he ran hard. I thought he distributed the ball well. I thought he made good decisions for the most part. Ultimately the 2 takeaways or 2 turnovers hurt at the end. But I was proud of the courage he showed to play.
What was it like watching him advance from the injury against Vanderbilt, only missing 2 games to come back and play today?
Yeah, really proud of him and his dedication, and appreciate his commitment to the brotherhood.
Coach, what did you see on the block field goal and overall from special teams today?
Yeah, I mean, our operation time for our kicker was too slow. We saw it on the first one that snuck in. We told him to speed it up, and he didn't. Got blocked again. That's why we ultimately went with Oliver. I think the rest of the special teams, obviously we missed a few punts. They scored. We went 3 and out. They actually went 3 and backwards, and ended up having a really bad punt, which allowed them to, score again right before half, or before we were able to go down and get the field goal. And you can't just have that full momentum swing right there in big games.
Coach, touching back on that 87-yard touchdown, how those big plays kind of hurt you guys throughout the season?
Yeah, I mean, they hurt anytime they happen.
Did you see anything specific leading to lack of execution in the red zone, or was that kind of along the same lines of lack of creativity?
Yeah. No, I mean, we didn't execute, and execution's a lot of different things. It's whether we put them in a position to execute, or if we're running stuff that they anticipate's coming and they have an advantage to it. So we got to go back and make sure that we do things that give us a chance.
Coach, what was your message to the team in the locker room?
Stay together. Really, really proud of their fight and effort. And I mean, the defense to hold them to 3 points in the second half when it felt like the entire third quarter it was bad field position. They just kept bowing up and being strong. Really, really proud of that. And we got a chance next week to go to a trophy, play for a trophy game, and don't let anybody divide us. The same things that I told them last night about how much I love them and I'm proud of them and appreciate their fight and effort. That doesn't change because we lost, because we didn't get the result we want. So stick together, ignore all the outside noise, and let's come back next week and finish the season the right way. Gotta go on the road, and it's gonna be a tough one again next week.
Coach, with your defense, what was it that largely was working for you for most of the game defensively?
Yeah, I mean, I thought we were stuffing the run and covering their wide receivers pretty well. I thought we did a nice job.
Maybe one more?
You guys had Coach, you guys had a 4th down at midfield early in the second half. Did you ever get a thought to go for it there?
It was, I think, the second drive. I didn't know because the defense, I think it was right after the defense had just given up the field goal, and so I just didn't feel like, I felt like our defense was playing well. If we pinned them, we could maybe create that field position again. It was a field position. All we needed was to get one score, one touchdown, and we're right back exactly where we need to be. But ultimately, we never were able to muster enough offense to get it done.
All right, Coach, thank you.
Thank you.